Hey, welcome back to the channel. If you're new to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Everybody go ahead, like this video, comment down below. We just got done talking to all the sources in Memphis and basically figured out the whole Dolph thing, and we was up late night, so make sure you get me a coffee down below. Hit the link to get a coffee for me. So now let's look at this whole Dolph thing, man. So when you look back at how the lady who seen Maurice pull up to the cookie shop, and she said that he actually had 4 people deep in his car, him and 3 other passengers, and that's when she knew that something strange was going on. And this is all from 007's mouth. Like, y'all could go back and binge watch the whole interview that I posted on my page, but what y'all gotta see is that, okay, this is all before the white Benz pulls up. And so this is before the 2 guys that are the alleged shooters. So now you got Maurice coming out of his Lincoln or whatever car, right? It was a black car, and that ended up being the Lincoln that was parked there that came back owned by Maurice. Now, he had 3 other guys with him, and what are they doing wearing all black with their hood up and wearing gray sweatpants, just like the other dudes that came up in the white car and ran up to the window and made it look like they did something, right? So now, why is it that Maurice is seen with those guys walking into the back of the cookie shop, but then they try to say that he wasn't even there at all until after the guys in the white Benz left? And so that's where the storyline changes, and you could tell that what Makedas Raven said in her interview was going against what the real truth and reality was, because in reality, all the witnesses who were across the street, either at the Church's Chicken or the gas station, and the ones who were at the Family Dollar, especially the ones who were at the Family Dollar, the witness there was the closest one to be able to see everything, even including the rust and the license plate number of Maurice's car that him and 3 random people who were wearing sketchy jumpsuits walked out of and went to the back of the cookie shop. Now, when he goes to the back of the cookie shop, they go in there and basically they're hiding or something. And that's when the struggle, they're like squatting down. They go into the back of the shop. Then basically that's when you see them duck in, and it's a struggle between Dolph and those guys, allegedly now. And so whatever Maurice had planned, he brought those 3 other guys with him in the back of that car. And so they all went into the back of Makedas, where Dolph already had been. You got to understand that they had young Dolph brother bring the ransom money to the Makedas cookies and tell him that they got Dolph and he's got to bring the ransom money. So when he went and brought the money, he pulled up separately. And when he pulled up separately from Dolph, he goes in and sees that it's already too late. They tricked him. He went and brought the money, and they had already sent Dolph up. And so what happens is that they were planning on having young Dolph brother bring the money, in that they were going to ambush him by the 2 people with the white bands. Come on, guys. This is how it goes, guys. And so this is what they did. Young Dolph brother shows up, and they buzz him in. As soon as he gets buzzed in, he's like, "Where's Dolph?" And they're like, "Did you bring the money?" He's like, "Yeah, I brought the money. Now where's Dolph?" And that's when they're like, "It ain't no," and things take off. You hear a loud bang. You hear the loud bang, and Maurice slams that back door shut. Once he slams that door shut in the hallway, that's when young Dolph brother turns around, and he basically see the 2 guys running up to the window. So he seen everything happen. Like he already seen Dolph there, and he turned around, and once he noticed that, that's when he seen the 2 guys coming up. And then next thing you know, they start spraying, and he gets out the way and gets his chop put back together, and that's when he runs out the front to actually chase after them with his Drake, and that's when that picture is taken. So what happened is that Dolph brother must have parked in the side street almost behind the cookie shop, like the street that's over to the right side of the laundromat, the side entrance. He parked his car there and walked through the grass and went through the back door. He went through the back door with all of the money, and Dolph is at the front lobby. So when they buzzed him through the back door, he didn't see Dolph yet. But little did he know that Dolph was already at the front with the window broken and everything. Stuff had already gone down. So by the time he shows up, Dolph was already sent up, man, in the front. Then he comes through the back and they take the money and tell him Dolph's in the front. So he goes out that manager's office to the front lobby, and that's when he sees Dolph right there with the arm out the window and all of the glass on the outside. And he's like, it looked like Dolph fell forward. He already knew at that point that Dolph got hit up by one of them people in the Cookie Monster shop. So next thing that happened, the two dudes that pull up in the white Benz, and young Dolph brother notices that he's now locked into the front lobby, and everybody had already ran through the emergency door and locked it on him, and now he's trapped. They try to get rid of him. So they sent the two guys in to try to spray, but something must have jammed or they didn't get to hit. Some of the bullets went through in the casings, but it wasn't enough to make the whole thing look like what happened to Dolph. You understand? And so that's when he ducked up out the way, got his Drake out, and ran out and chased after them. And so they brought him there to tell him he had to bring the ransom money in exchange for releasing Dolph. And once he got there with the ransom money, they had already sent Dolph up and had him come through the back door. He didn't even know where Dolph was. That he puts the money down, he goes to the lobby. They tell him Dolph is in the lobby. He goes to the lobby, and that's where he sees him with the arm sticking out the window, with the yellow shirt and everything, and some of the jewelry missing. Man, one thing y'all gotta understand is that this whole thing was a setup the whole time. They were trying to use Dolph's brother to bring more ransom money. They had already had Dolph held hostage in the back there. And now this is all crazy because they tried to change the storyline so many times. They tried to say that he came to get cookies, that he came to do this. No, they took him and brought him there one way or another. And once they did what they did, they tried to get his family member that was going to slide to come and bring ransom money, as if Dolph needed money or it was a hostage situation, whatever it was. But he came and showed up, and they tried to take him out by sending the two other hitters in the white Benz. And now what you got to understand is that Dolph was hit inside the store. And you got to understand, some of the Cookie Monster people, they got something to do with it. And that's what everybody is saying. This is already out there. Everybody's talking. The whole country is buzzing. And what you guys got to understand is that everything that's just been said in this video is all for entertainment purposes, and is to be not taken as actual views or anything at all, and not to be taken literal or seriously. It is just another form of entertainment, and everything is alleged. And so now that you guys know that, go ahead and hit the link in the description to buy me a coffee, and I'm gonna catch you on the next video because there's breaking news that is about to come out.